Luthos in this, played by what's his name?
Let me in, Pike. I'm hungry.
Go home, Ben.
I'm hungry. You're floating. Come on, man. Get away from here. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome back to Vampire Weekend, the final day of this current series. And today's review, of course, is on horror comedy classic Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yes, this was written by Joss Whedon, however you pronounce his name. Directed by Fran Rebel Kazuz. This stars Kristy Swanson, Donald Sutherland, Paul Reubens or something, Rutger Hauer or something. I can't pronounce that one. David Arquette, and of course the late Luke Perry. So this is a comedy horror where normal teenage girl Buffy Summers, played by Kristy Swanson in this. No, this is before the this is before the series with Sarah Michelle Gellar. This film, I would say, is like a long feature-length pilot, but as a movie for the series. So this is, yes, like a prequel, or even a prequel to the TV series. This was from 1992. So Buffy Summers, average teenage girl, becoming a cheerleader, and all of a sudden shit gets real when she finds out that she is the chosen one of a long bloodline of vampire slayers that are meant to hunt vampires and kill them. And of course, along the way there, she balances being a vampire hunter with being a high school teen, and she has her mentor in this, her watcher, Merrick Jameson Smythe, played by Donald Sutherland. We also got Rutger Hauer in this as Luthos, the master vampire, the main villain in this. And we also have Paul Reuben, you know, Pee Wee Herman, in this too, and it also has a young Hillary Swank in this too. Yeah, Hillary Swank, one of Buffy's friends in this, and that. We even got like David Arquette as Benny Jacks, Oliver Pike's friend, played by the great late Luke Perry, who is Buffy's love interest in this. So yes, I like the cast in this. Paul Reubens, I did not recognise him when I rewatched this film. He was the dumb vampire henchman, Emil or Lefty, because in the film he loses his arm and he's like, "You ruined my new jacket." Kill him a lot. He was funny in this. He was a very funny vampire in this, and definitely like the dumb henchman to the main villain. I loved his character. I also loved Kristy Swanson as Buffy in this. I mean, she wasn't the Buffy I grew up watching. I mean, I watched the series first, and when I watched this film, I thought it was weird because it weren't Sarah Michelle Gellar. But in this, it's more fleshed out as a comedy. Instead of Spike or Angel, we have Pike in this, played by Luke Perry. He did a great support in this too. He was, he was a funny character as well. He like had a thing for Buffy, and she thought he was a weirdo. But then when he started helping her fight the vampires, saving her butt, he like friendship and then romance formed between them. And now of course they have their big finale at the school prom, where Buffy has to fight the vampires once again, and that. I liked all the characters in this. Even Donald Sutherland as Miri. He was an oddball, but he was the Watcher, well, Buffy's Watcher, and was like weird but funnily weird. I think. I even like the main villain Luthos in this, played by what's his name? Played by Rutger. You know his name now. I liked his character in this. He was like sort of like Count Dracula almost, and was a sinister villain, and meant it was bad news. I did like his death though, as he got staked in the heart and just went, "Now I'm really pissed off." And as he fell to his knees, he just went, "Whoops." Yeah, there was a lot of comedy in this, and I like the comedy. This, I felt, is like a spoof of the TV series. The vampires in this don't turn to dust, they just die. And, yeah, it's just got so much slapstick humour in that. This, I would say, was, just early, like early development for the character of Buffy. Joss Whedon, I think this was his I don't know if it was his big break in writing, but this was his first real attempt at bringing Buffy to life, and he even became creator and executive producer of the TV show. And of course nowadays he's probably known for directing films in the MCU such as The Avengers and Age of Ultron. But my generation would probably know him as the guy who gave us Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I liked the comedy in this, and I liked the teen drama, and I liked just pretty much all the stuff in this. I mean, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I watched it as a kid, that show, and for some reason I found Goosebumps more scary than Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy the Vampire Slayer never scared me. It scared me on rare occasions, but it was never scary to me, and I thought this film was funny. In fact, this film I don't think's R-rated. I think it's PG-13 or something, or if you're in the UK, 12 or 15. Yeah, I just love this film. I know I keep saying it because it's such a great vampire film. It's, light-hearted, it's got humour and wittiness in it, and funny vampires, and that. So, yeah, my dislikes. Do I have anything to dislike about this film? I don't know. I can't think of what to dislike, because even bits that were silly as well, I think were intended, because it's comedy and that. So yeah, I can't think of anything else to say, so I'm just going to get to my final thoughts and ratings. This film was the early days of Buffy, and it was a great prototype for the series and gave us the whole backstory of Buffy Summers, how she became the Slayer, how she became the Chosen One. In this, it's like the blonde pretty girl runs from the monsters. In this, Joss Whedon, he thought, why don't I just change it around and make the Slayer the hot blonde woman that chases the monsters? Genius thinking there. So, yeah, do you know what? I love this film to death and I can watch it and never get fed up with it. So I'm going to give this film, do you know what? I haven't given any of these vampire films I've reviewed in this series a full 5, so do you know what? What the hell? I'm giving this 5 steaks out of 5. So yes, that is it for Vampire Weekend. That is it for this current series. So yeah, have you seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the original film? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. All my social media links are down below in the description, so be sure to check all that out. So yeah, like I said, this is it for this current series of Vampire Weekend. So yes, but not to worry. You can watch all of this series so far, linked in a card above here or something, and you can watch like all of the other series of Vampire Weekend and Werewolf Week even. So yeah, that's it for this Vampire Weekend. But not to worry, there is one more bank holiday weekend in the UK at the end of August. So Vampire Weekend will return then for another series. But it's still May, so we've got a while for August yet. But yeah, Vampire Weekend will return this August, and yes, giving you a sneak peek now of the next Vampire Weekend. Giving us the intro, Tom Cruise, take it away, and George, tell us what you think after. I'm out of here, so until next time, don't have nightmares. Take it away, Tom, with the intro.
I assume I need no introduction.